My goodness, it's really pouring out there. That's right, the rain is just coming down. It's trickling down, all the rain. I can see it right outside the window. I can see every drop as it passes by. Every drop has traveled all the way from the earth to the sky, and now it returns to the earth. But where did it come from initially? The sun. That's right. All of the heavier elements created in the sun, created in our beautiful sun. But before that, who knows? But it's here now, and we can enjoy it. I've got a coffee with me. I've got a little coffee. For anyone who doesn't know, today is a very special day. Today is an extremely important day. It's Fountain Pen Day, baby. That's right. Today is official Fountain Pen Day. Fountain Pen Day was started in 2012. It's the first Friday of November, Fountain Pen Day. The day we sit back, relax, and celebrate the fountain pen. Oh, I hope you're having a great fountain pen day. I hope you've completed all of your fountain pen shopping. I hope that you've enjoyed this holiday to the fullest. I'm going to celebrate by writing some letters today with some fountain pens. And in fact, I got a new fountain pen. I haven't opened it yet. I got it for Fountain Pen Day. That's right. I got myself a fountain pen for Fountain Pen Day. I'm going to do a live unboxing here. The video game... No, that's my other stream. Sorry, I do another stream called the Video Game Valley. And because I do that stream every day, every time I do any other stream, I want to say Video Game Valley stuff. I just say it too often. The Rain City Letters. First live unboxing. I've got this this cool Jester Harlequin pen, and I gotta open it up. This is by a company called Monteverde. Monteverde. Now, I want to be absolutely clear here. I'm not being sponsored. In fact, although I have a couple of Monteverde pens, I've always found them to be kind of disappointing. This is not necessarily a brand that I would wholeheartedly recommend, but they do have some interesting looking pens, and the price isn't all that high. So I'm gonna open up this Monteverde Regatta Harlequin 2.0 pen by Monteverde. Here we go. Here's the box. It says Monteverde, a world of something. A world of luxury and innovation. A world of luxury and innovation. My God. Alright, let's open the box. Green Mountain. Green Mountain, yeah, Monteverde has a line of pens. They're called Mountains of the World. This is not part of that line. But I noticed recently they released a pen. It was called Monteverde Mountains of the World. And the mountain that they picked, so they have some pens that are named after Everest. They have some pens named after just various mountains of the world. But they just released a pen. It's Mountains of the World, Candy Mountain. I think it's probably a reference to the song Big Rock Candy Mountain, and not Charlie the Unicorn. But who knows? Monteverde Congratulations on your new pen. Enjoy a smooth writing experience, and thank you for using our brand. Yeah, no problem. Alright, here's the pen right here. Here is the pen. It's a good looking pen, what can I say? There's the Monteverde Mountain at the top there. I don't think there's anything under here, but let me check. Oh, there is! My goodness. Information about the nib. Some little cartridges and a... looks like an information sheet. There's one fancy schmancy pen. The nice thing about Monteverde, even though I've been kind of disappointed by the pens I've got, they're not all that expensive. Well, I should say, when they're first released, the price is what I would consider to be too high. But you can get them for much cheaper. Alright, so here's the pen. I'm gonna take off the cap now. This one came with a flex nib, which I don't really have a lot of flex nibs. A flex nib is supposed to, well, it's supposed to flex when you're writing, allowing for more line variation. But I have heard the Monteverde flex nibs don't really work. So we'll see. We shall see. The reason this is a flex nib, let me see if I can actually get it to focus. I have a new phone that I'm using for this camera, and apparently it's having a harder time focusing on nearby objects, but that's okay. This is close enough. You see that little vent here? You see that little cut? The cut is supposed to make it so that it flexes more. It has a cut on either side. Bia4401, thank you for the $5. Did you see the Esterbrook Peanuts pens? We're so close to a Garfield fountain pen that it hurts. Oh, I'm sure there's been Garfield fountain pens before. And yeah, I did see those. They looked pretty bad. They looked not great, especially the Snoopy one. It was just like a pen with the word Snoopy on it. Like, how do you mess this up? And then, like, the Charlie Brown one has... When you think of Charlie Brown and you're imagining, like, yellow and black, what are you picturing? You're picturing, like, the little zigzag, right? They did yellow and black for the Charlie Brown pen, but they did it in a checkerboard pattern. Alright. This pen has a magnet cap. Watch this. Snaps on. Alright, I'm gonna try this out. I've got some Diamine Holly ink here that I'm gonna put in. What I like about Holly is it's green ink and it has a red sheen. So that's two of the colors on this. Feels like a good match. I'm gonna go ahead and get my little ink absorbing towel here. And I'm gonna fill this pen. So this pen comes with a cartridge converter, which is essentially a well, it's a little pump that pumps ink into itself and holds it for the pen. You spin this to pump one way or the other. Dip this in here. And suck the ink in. It's got about halfway. That's good enough, especially for just testing. And we're gonna see exactly how well this Monteverde Flex Nib writes. A little bit of ink on my fingers, that's okay. It's to be expected. I've got enough of the ink off that it won't get on the paper. To test this pen, I'm going to use a sheet of Midori MD. This is interesting paper because it has a corner missing for some reason. It's part of the design of this paper. Just a corner missing. All right. Well, took a little bit to start, but that's okay. Yeah, but Dabba-doo. Okay. Yes. So far, the writing experience is as expected with a Monteverde pen. Is not extremely smooth. It has some feedback to it. It feels a little dry. Now I'm going to try the flex nib feature. So this is a flex nib, which means it should give me what's called line variation, where if you write at different levels of pressure, it should give you different line thicknesses. Now, as I said earlier, everything I've read about Monteverde flex pens seem to indicate that the flex feature doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really work. I don't know why they make flex nibs that don't actually flex, but... So I'm going to put as little pressure as possible for these lines. Just a little bit of pressure, just a tiny bit. And then same thing this way. Now I'm going to put a lot of pressure. Okay. I would say, based on this, the flex nib does flex a little. It's a little bit. So this has gone from what I would consider like a fine to a medium fine. So it flexes between two different nib widths. For comparison, like I do have I don't have many flex nibs, but I do have one that can flex from like the thinnest possible line to the thickest, like Sharpie kind of line. And this is very little flex. But, you know, for just writing, if you're just writing a letter, it'll give you like a little tiny bit of change if you really press down on it. Let me try Yabba Dabba doing again. Now, I'm writing this with this pen without the cap posted. I usually write without the cap posted. Let's see how it is with the cap. Oh, it also magnetically attaches to the back. You know what? I feel like this is not too heavy. This feels nice. Oh. Okay, it's a little heavy. Now, with the loops here, you can see a problem with this this pen, where you see how as it goes down and then back up, the ink stops. The ink stops flowing. The feed is simply on this pen not able to keep up with the speed writing, which is a problem I've had with other Monteverde pens as well. So, very, very nice looking pen. I like this clown pen that I've gotten. This is, again, this Jester pen. But, is it a great writer? No. For any Monteverde pen, I would say, if you can get it as part of like a big sale, like I have. If you can get the pen as part of a big sale, if you can get it severely discounted, then give it a shot. Well, let's write a letter with it. Now that I've tested the ink count, let's write a letter. Okay, let's see. Write a letter to Monteverde? No. What paper do I want to use? Aha. Alright, we're gonna write a very simple letter. I got this vintage pad by Montag. Page off of this. It's got a nice nice basket down here. A nice basket. You know what, let me move the camera a little bit lower. There we go, perfect. Got my Holly Sheen ink. I didn't show off the sheening properties of this ink before. You can see it's green ink, but also it's got a red sheen to it. So like, it's mostly green, but also when it catches the light, it's red. I'm gonna write this first letter to my mother. You know what? I write a letter to my mother every week, and I haven't written this week's letter yet, so I'm gonna write it right here. Coming up later this month is her birthday. Her birthday is also coincidentally, and extremely not coincidentally, the anniversary of the Charlie the Unicorn series. The first episode came out on November 26th, 2005. And I created it for her birthday. It was a birthday gift for her. Before we write this letter, a little promotion. I have put out a Blu-ray and a DVD celebrating the series, its 20th anniversary. It's on my Etsy shop, shop.etsy.com. 20th anniversary collection. This does come signed. I don't sign it with a fountain pen. I use it's called a sign pen. It's literally for signing. It's permanent ink. Waiting for the VHS. I might put out a VHS. You know what's funny? I went on my Etsy, and sometimes it'll recommend me because of the fact that I have so many Charlie the Unicorn things in my Etsy shop. Sometimes the Etsy algorithm will recommend me when someone is ripping off my stuff. they'll recommend it to me, and it recommended to me a shop that was selling Charlie the Unicorn, the complete collection on VHS. Someone was just selling the Charlie the Unicorn videos on VHS. Alright. Dearest Mother, I imagine this shop at some point is going to get taken down because they're selling VHS stuff of all sorts of things. Like they got Smiling Friends on VHS. You could buy this TV program Smiling Friends on VHS. And truthfully, like when people sell bootlegs of like corporate property, I'm much less annoyed than when they sell it by independent artists. And this particular shop also has a lot of stuff by indie artists. Who is the guy he did Opal? I forget his name. Jack something. His work is on there. His work is being sold on on VHS, which is very funny. Jack Stauber, that's it. Yeah. I've thought about sending him a message about it, but I couldn't find any contact information, so I imagine he doesn't want to be bothered. Skellington. Jack Skellington. Dearest Mother. I have a new court jester pen. And you are the first person I am writing to with it. I have not chosen you for this honor. Because I think you are in any way a clown, but rather because you gave birth to one. Waka Yabba dabba doo. That's all, folks. Your child, Jason. All right, got this letter to my mother. Writing a letter with this pen has solidified my opinion that it's not very good. This is not like, it's a functional pen. It's not very pleasing to write with. It's fine. I purchased this pen knowing full well what I was getting into, because I do have two other Monteverde pens, and they all disappointed me in the same way. But this is the best looking of the pens that I have by Monteverde, and you know, I really wanted the Court Jester pen. Maybe one day Monteverde will figure out how to put together a pen that writes well as looks well, but it's not today. Let me get an envelope. Just gonna put it in a standard Crane Kent envelope. It's a little too big for this letter, but that's okay. Oh, you know what? I think this ink is dry. Sometimes sheening ink takes longer than usual to dry. I'll leave it for a second. I like the whole magnetic clasping that Monteverde does, but I've literally never wanted one because they're so mid. Got some Monteverde ink on steep discount one day, and even that is mid. Yeah, I have some Monteverde inks as well, and they're my least used. They've got there's a couple of inks of theirs that I do like, but even though I like them, they bleed a lot. The ones whose colors I really like just have behavioral issues. Alright, now this one has gumming. This envelope has gumming. So I got my my water pen. This one will go out to my dear mother. Let's figure out what my next letter is going to be. I always write a letter to the viewer, and I generally do that at the end of the stream, but maybe I'm gonna switch it up today. Maybe I'm gonna do the letter to the viewer right now. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get it. Good paper. Albert, yeah. Alright, here's the paper that I'm going to use. It's by Crane. It's got an embossed golden bee on it. It's got a beautiful embossed golden bee. It comes with these envelopes that have this nice golden lining. These are very fancy. Let's see, what pen do I want to use? Alright, got it. Alright, the ink I'm going to be using for this letter is by Takia Ruri. Takia Ruri. It's blue ink. Beautiful blue ink. Let's write to a viewer. Dear viewer, off to a good start. You ever visited Japan? I have not. Would love to visit Japan one day. Dear viewer, pen looks like a much better writing experience. Yeah, no. I don't think there's many of my pens that write worse than the Monte Verde, but that's all right. It's not a unsalvageable pen. Dear viewer, it's a little lopsided to begin with, but that's okay. I love when it is raining outside. Because it feels like a huge wet blanket is protecting me from the fiends of the world. Like Knife Guy. Or the Stabber. or someone from Wells Fargo. I hope you stay safe from such fiends. Or become a more interesting type of fiend yourself. Yours in the rain with the bones Jason Steele. All right. Not too bad. It's a reasonable letter. Let me figure out who this is going to. Rebecca, have I sent you one of these before? Becca Saras. If you'd like this letter, let me know. Nope. Okay. Would you like it? Would you like this letter? Sure. Great. Just email me or whatever address you want to mail to, and I'll send it off to you. I'm putting something else in this envelope. I'm playing a little trick. I'm putting something else in this envelope. And you can't stop me. It's going in. Who's the fiend now? You already agreed to the letter. There's no backing out now. There's no backing out now. Oh yeah, I should put a stamp on my mom's letter so I remember which one which one is going to whom. This is the one to my mom. The United States Postal Service has unfortunately stopped carrying the horse stamps that I used. They stopped carrying the horse stamps. Which is very upsetting to me. You can't get them anymore, the horse stamps. When the post office stops carrying stamps, they actually instruct all of the postal service branches to destroy their stock. They don't even let them sell out of them. So I couldn't, when I found out that the horse stamps were over, I couldn't even go and stock up. They're just gone. Now, I will warn people. You can go on eBay and find various stamps of various types. And in fact, I found horse stamps on eBay. But they're all counterfeit. They're literally, like, from China. They're just counterfeit stamps. If you find any stamps on eBay and they're below the cost of what you would find stamps for anywhere else, they are counterfeit. They're fake stamps. Counterfeit stamps illegal. Yeah, they're illegal to use knowingly, but if the post office finds that your letter's been stamped with a counterfeit lamp, official policy is to destroy the letter you've sent. They'll check it first to make sure it doesn't have any money in it. If it does have money, they'll take it. But otherwise, they'll destroy your letter. So I got these Goodnight Moon stamps, which I'm using now. Goodnight Moon. These were the best option I could find of the currently available ones. Goodnight Moon. I like these stamps. They're no horse stamps, but this one will go to my mother. Did you know that the story Goodnight Moon was almost certainly inspired by a dramatic breakup the author Margaret Wise Brown had with an older woman? The origins of this story are tragic lesbian breakup. Yeah. I've always kind of thought that the Goodbye Nobody page was specifically in reference in reference to the woman she had broken up with. But yeah, because she had written a poem, Goodbye Room, about the place she had stayed in when she was in the house that she had shared with that woman. All right. Let's write another letter. I'm gonna use another crane. Another crane thing. This will be these cool motorcycle kinds. Comes with an envelope. Let's see. What pen do I want to use? All right. Alright, I figured it out. Alright, this is a an ink by my favorite fountain pen ink company, Sailor. Shiguri. Shiguri ink, it's a very, very dark purple. It's gonna basically come across as black here. Loved Henry Unbound, very interesting. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I was worried about that one. I'm worried about all of them, I guess. No, that's not true. There's a couple of things I've released where I had no worries. Alright. We are going to be writing to His Holiness Pope Leo the 14th. Okay. Your Holiness Did Pope ever tell you his favorite hot dog topping? No, unfortunately not. I've yet to get a response from anyone I've written to in the Vatican. I have gotten a response from someone high up in the Greek Orthodox Church in the United States. It's a very thoughtful handwritten response from essentially the equivalent of like a bishop. It's a metropolitan. And it was to a legitimate question I had sent. I've sent legitimate, and by legitimate I mean like actual questions, not joke questions, but real questions. But as time has gone on without responses, my messages to the Pope have gotten a little wackier. It's gotten a little wackier. So I'm gonna have a specific religious question here, a very important question, a matter of orthodoxy. Oh. Wonder if he likes motorbikes. Yeah, that's not my question, but... Where's the Pope? Favorite Spice Girl? What's your favorite Spice Girl? I bet he has a favorite Spice Girl. Who doesn't have a favorite Spice Girl? Mine is Scary Spice. My favorite Spice Girl is Scary Spice. That's a real question. This is a real question. Adam, thank you for the $10. Appreciate it, Adam. Thank you so much. Alright, I'm trying to figure out how to word this question. Your Holiness. Does the church have any official stance on motorcycles? Is there any reason is there any is there any I want to word this? I should have said, are there any? That's okay. Is there any matters? I'm just writing to the Pope. Matters of... Is there any matters of doctrine? Should I rewrite this with are there any matters of doctrine? This is what happens when you don't pre-plan your letter. Yeah, this is incorrect, right? Is there any? Are there any matters of doctrine? He's people's pope, it's fine. He's people's pope. Is there any matters of doctrine? You know what? I take these seriously. I'm gonna rewrite it. Your Holiness. Does the church have any? Official stance. On motorcycles are there any matters of doctrine? That might dissuade someone church should be capitalized. Oh, God, you're right. That's okay. I'm Greek Orthodox. Warboats is correct. It's a microaggression. I'm not even Greek Orthodox. I'm atheist, but my family's Greek Orthodox. So, in honor of my family, I have to keep the church lowercase. The doctrine that might dissuade someone from riding free. Alright. With every best wish. To Your Holiness. Sincerely yours, Jason Steele. Hey, you know what? Good enough. Jesus would have loved Yamaha. These are questions that I think there are people in the church who legitimately think about. Like, theology has always interested me, and the thing that interests me the most about it is these sorts of theological debates. Would Jesus ride a motorcycle? Important question. Alright, we got the envelope here. I've been writing the address differently recently. The reason for this is, in the United States, very occasionally, whoever was handling my letter at the post office, very occasionally would send it back to me saying that the address was incorrect, even though it was not. Because they do not understand how Vatican City is, in fact, a country, not a city. It is a city. It's a city-state. And so the correct address for the Pope is His Holiness Pope Leo XIV, Apostolic Palace, 00120, Vatican City. That's the address. That's the full address. But I've started below that, adding Vatican City State. Specifically for the United States Postal Service worker who might not understand what the address means. Malfazar, thank you for the $2. It's a silly place. But it do boo 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 boo. But it boo 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 boo. Alright. His Holiness Pope Leo. The 14th. Apostolic Palace, 00120, Vatican City. Vatican City State. Again, this last part, not necessary, but people at the post office apparently don't realize that. Alright, this letter's going off to the Pope. I've got my international stamp here. I'm gonna put my own address on after the stream, of course. This card that I messed up. Let me test the Monteverde on this card. Let me see how the Monteverde writes on this. Yeah, still not very good. Hey, you never know. Some pens work better on some papers. They delivered if you put Vatican City, Italy. Well, that would be a direct insult. That would be incorrect. That would be both incorrect and an insult. Hang on. That would be like if you were writing to someone in Quebec and you put United States of America. It's just not right. And also, if it did go through, they would be insulted. If you put Vatican City, the Vatican. Well, the Vatican's in. No, I don't think that would also work because it's Vatican. It's Vatican City. You can put Vatican City, Vatican City. I put Vatican City, Vatican City State specifically because Vatican City State is correct, and that would also help the poor postal employee who doesn't understand that it's a country. The Holy See. Well, that's yeah. The correct address is literally just this. This is the address. The address. Although this part right here could also be written in Italian. I forget what the Italian is, but this is the full address. This is added for the United States Postal Service. Although nearly every letter I've sent without this has gone through fine. I've sent like a dozen letters to the Pope, and 2 of them have come back where the Postal Service is like, that's a city. That's not a country. How do you not know this? You're the Postal Service. What is the shape we're observing the letters through? This is a big mirror. I wanted to show the window so you could see that it's raining outside, but then you wouldn't be able to see, you know, the letter writing. So I set up a series of mirrors. I've set up a series of mirrors that allow you to see what I'm writing. And also to see the rain. Alright, let's write another letter. So far, we've written to a viewer, which I still got to address. This is going to Rebecca, my mother, which I'm also going to address. And His Holiness Pope Leo the 14th. Let's write to someone else. I know who I'm going to write to. I got an idea. got this this beautiful pad here. This beautiful, beautiful pad. Got a page off. Oh, hello! Scuffy has emerged. How are you doing, Scuffy?
Fine.
Excellent. glad to hear it.
I had to get closer to say that.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure everyone could hear my fascinating response.
Mm-hmm. People in chat are saying hello, Scuffy.
Hello, people in chat.
Oh, I got an encoder overload.
No.
Scuffy is too much for the stream. Too powerful.
Sorry.
Alright. Yes. Pancake is outside. Let me see. What is the ink I got here? Yoda key. Okay. I'm gonna be using another Sailor ink. In the rain. No, we have a covered patio. Pancake is not in the rain. She likes to go on the covered patio. That's fine. Malphazar, thank you for the $2. Scuffy, who should Jason write to? I don't think Scuffy's gonna have any ideas. Scuffy. Someone in chat wants you to answer who should Jason write to. I said you probably wouldn't have any ideas. Yeah. I mean, I'm already writing a letter, but someone sent a super chat. Malphazar sent a super chat.
The new mayor of New York.
Mamdani? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can write to Mamdani later.
Be like, hey, thanks for being a reasonable person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can send that letter of support to Mamdani. Oh, Pancake's here. Pancake's here, everyone.
There she is.
Pancake has arrived. Mm-hmm. Not a hipster, thank you for the $20. This content got me into writing letters with my friends, thank you. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I've, something about the last couple years that has gotten me, someone who's been very technology obsessed for most of my life, to instead embrace physical letter writing. Alright, a pancake it's gone. And I found it very therapeutic. I've written a bunch of letters this year. My goal by the end of the year is 500 letters. And so far we're on track. I'm 400 and something so far. Okay, Yoraki. It's a red ink. This one cat. Oh, you know what? I like it. Let's keep a cat. to whom it may concern at Warner Brothers. To whom it may concern at Warner Brothers. It is possible you already know this. But in case you do not, I thought it's important to inform you. There are various animals living inside the water tower at your studio lot. They have caused no end of mischief. And show no signs of stopping. Although I believe they should be removed don't be too harsh. They did teach me the 50 states and capitals. Sincerely, Jason Steele. Oh yeah, I did make a typo. Dang it. Son of a gun. It's 2 times this stream. Sometimes I can fix it. Like there's enough space to add in a little letter, but not this time. Son of a gun. Well, you know what? One of the things that I think is important to get across in this this stream is it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to rewrite entire letters when you make one single mistake. It's a part of the medium. If I was writing to, like, my mother, I would cross it out and, you know, write the correct word above it or something, but when I'm sending a letter out into the world, I try to keep it as perfect as possible. So let's recopy this letter. To whom it may concern at Warner Brothers. It's possible you already know this. But in case you do not, important to inform you. There are various animals. Living inside the water tower. I gotta say on your studio lot instead of at your studio lot. They have caused no end of mischief. And show no signs of stopping. Although I believe I believe they should be removed. Please do not be too harsh on the beasts. See, we're making it better. They did teach me the 50 states and their capitals. We have... My goodness, 1 second. We've run out of ink. Gotta refill. I think it was the first time I've capital or capital with an A. which is correct, I believe. $50 states and their capitals. Something. Oh my god. Messed up the letter a second time. This is the rest of the stream, everyone. This is not the most times I've messed up a letter. Well, it's okay. See, I was gonna write something my public school did not as the final joke, but I said publis. It's okay. You see how I ran out of ink, and suddenly the ink gets much thicker and juicier right there. All right, let's try this again. I'm Sisyphus today. I must imagine myself happy. To whom it may concern at Warner Bros. Try 3. This letter's not funny enough to go over it 3 times, but... It is possible... You already know this. But in case you do not, I thought it important to inform you there are various animals living inside the water tower on your studio lot. They have caused no end of mischief and show no signs of stopping. Although I believe they should be removed. Please do not be too harsh. I think with the beasts. They did teach me 50 states. And their capitals. Something my public school did not. Sincerely, Jason Steele, we did it. We got it. Finally. Oh, God. Alright, let's address this. Warner Brothers. Studios. $4,000. Warner Boulevard. Burbank, California. 91522. Glad you restarted. This is important. It is important. Alright. Get my goodbye moon stickers. put my own address on after the stream. That's 4 letters. I want to write one last one. So we wrote to a viewer. This is going to Rebecca. I wrote to my mother. Still got to put her address on here. His Holiness Pope Leo, Warner Brothers Studios. One more letter. Alright. Alright, I got these beautiful cards here by Peter Pauper Press. Pick my what ink I want to use here. Okay, I got it. Alright, the ink I'm going to be using this time is Diamine Blue Velvet. Blue Velvet. This comes in a strangely shaped triangular bottle. This wedge bottle. Blue Velvet. I'm gonna be writing to the St. Lucie Mets. It's a baseball team. Dear the Saint Lucy Metz Let's go Mets. Yabba dabba doo. Yours truly. There's no E here, is there? No. Jason Steele. What's a Met? What's a Met? That should be my next letter to the Mets. Hey, what is a Met? Dear the St. Lucie Mets, let's go Mets. Yabba dabba doo. Yours truly, Jason Steele. Is this all dry? Yeah. Let me write the address on here first. I gotta put the stamp on first, actually, because sometimes I misjudge how much space there are in these small envelopes. St. Lucie Mets. Clover Park. (31) Piazza Drive. It's almost Pizza Drive. Sweet one. Port St. Lucie, Florida. 34986. Alright, well, that'll be it for today. Wrote to a viewer, it's Rebecca. Wrote to my mom, His Holiness Pope Leo the 14th, Warner Brothers Studios. This was 3 letters, but yeah, I guess I wrote a bunch today, but most of them had to be thrown away. And the St. Lucie Mets. St. Lucie Mets, baby. Happy Fountain Pen Day, everyone. Happy Fountain Pen Day. know what? I'm gonna try Zoran. I really want to. I gotta write to Zoran Mondani. I want to think about that letter first. I took this page out of my thing, and a bunch of gumming came with it. So this is no good. This is no good for a letter. Good for a note, though. Before we go, I'm gonna try doing a little drawing here with this pen we opened up. Gonna draw a beautiful horse. Yeah, still not a great pen. Hey, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful to look at. So that's not nothing. Thank you all for tuning into this stream. I hope you've enjoyed these letters. I'll be back with another one of these streams at some point. I don't do them often, but I do them every once in a while. Omnigon Network, thank you for the 199. Love your drawing style and your goofy lines, thank you. I appreciate it. I know no other way. Farewell, everyone. Thank you. Goodbye. Enjoy your day. Farewell.